Hi, my name is Daniel Kwan and this is Vishamakumi High School Math Tutoring Club. We are located in Torres Boulevard right next to Redondo Beach. Today we're going to talk about the definition of first derivative and how we're going to use it through the problems. So, what is first derivative test? First derivative test is used to determine if a critical point on a graph is if it is a local minimum or maximum, in other words, local extremum. So, let's put that in a real situation. If a graph or the function is given as y equal to, let's see, x squared minus 3x plus 2, I wish that is right, and we have to tell if the question is list the intervals that are increasing. I'm sorry if the grammar is wrong. I'll write it a little bigger. Like this. So we have to find, or we have to know which point is the graph of this graph, the quadratic graph, is increasing, which interval. So what we have to find is the critical point. To find the critical point, we step into the first derivative test, where we have to differentiate this to make the first derivative. So first derivative of this function will be y prime equal to, if we differentiate it, it will be 2x minus 3. And that goes to 0 because it's a natural number. So first derivative is this. Then, because we have to still find the critical point, we have to make it equal to 0, which is, I'll write it here, 0 equals to 2x minus 3, and so for x. X is equal to, what is it? Like that. So we found out that in this graph, this is our critical point. That means it will rather go up like this or down like this. So, but rather, because it's positive, it will be like that. And this point will be the 3 over 2. So, let's figure it out. From this point, if the slope is increasing or decreasing, or whether or not. So, in the first derivative test, we have to make a graph. I mean a line graph. And set the critical point at the middle, 3 over 2. And see if and plug in the number to the function, the y prime function, and see if the slope is increasing or decreasing. So let's plug in numbers. So from the right side of the critical point, you have to plug in the bigger number than this critical point, and vice versa. The left side, you have to plug in the smaller number. So what's greater than 3 over 2? It will be, I'll just plug in 10. So if I plug in 10, it will be 20 minus 3, which is positive, right? And lower than, I'll plug in like negative 10 now. Negative 10, it will be negative 20 minus 3, which is negative 23, so negative. That means, first of all, because sign changes from negative to positive of the graph, that means we have proved that 3 over 2 is a critical point and it's the maximum, minimum. So the slope is decreasing, minus 3 over 2 changes to positive. So it will be the minimum. I keep saying maximum, sorry about that. So, and because the question says to list the intervals that are increasing, then we have the final answer will be, so final answer will be 3 over 2 to infinity. And be careful. You shouldn't you should not include this, because at this point the slope is 0. Because it's critical point, the definition of a critical point, the slope is 0. So because its slope is 0, you should not include it. Thus, the final answer is the interval from 3 over 2 to infinity. So this is the first derivative of the derivative test. And how you start is think first derivative. That means you just have to differentiate the function once. And after doing that, set it equal to 0 and solve for x. And that x value will be the critical point of this graph. And then what you have to do is to find the make the line graph like this and put that critical point. It can be 2 or 3, but set all those the critical point that you found on the line graph, and as you go to the right, that means you should plug in the bigger number than that given critical point, and as you go to the left, lower numbers. And in some occasions, like many, they're between. So for example, if it was 3/2, and if this was like 4, then you have to plug in the number that are between, which is greater than 4 and greater than 3/2 and less than 4. And lastly, for the definition, if the sign changes, it will be maximum or minimum. So if the sign changes from negative to positive, it will be maximum. If minimum, and positive to negative, it will be maximum. So positive to negative, it will be maximum. And if the sign doesn't change, it is not a maximum or minimum. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video was helpful.